Opening, gathering. Welcome, all people, from every land, tradition, and walk of life. We gather in peace and in goodwill. We gather not under one religion, nation, or authority alone, but under that which precedes them all: truth, conscience, and the law written into creation itself. Today we observe the Sabbath, a time set apart across cultures and histories. A moment to pause from striving, to remember balance, and to recognize our responsibility to one another. This assembly welcomes every faith, every philosophy, and every sincere seeker. No belief is required beyond goodwill, honesty, and respect for life. Let this be a place of recognition rather than division. A place where humanity remembers what it already knows. Recognition of law. Across oceans and generations, human societies discovered that cooperation requires trust, and trust requires law. Before courts and governments, there existed principles understood by conscience, often called natural law. Today we recognize the enduring maxims expressed through commerce and agreement among peoples. A workman is worthy of his hire. All are equal under moral and natural law. In commerce, truth is sovereign, and the sovereign speaks truth. Truth is expressed through clear testimony. An unrebutted statement stands as truth until answered. That which is expressed may be resolved. He who abandons responsibility accepts default. Sacrifice measures sincerity. Claims are settled through response, fair judgment, or honorable settlement. These principles remind us that justice depends not merely on power, but on honesty, participation, and accountability. Law, at its highest, is not punishment. It is relationship made orderly. Recognition of care. Human civilization also established vows of care. In healing traditions across the world, physicians pledged first to do no harm, to protect life, to act for the benefit of the suffering, to respect confidentiality and dignity. Teachers, caregivers, builders, parents, and servants of the public carry similar duties. We recognize today that every person holds a portion of this oath. Each action either heals or harms. Each word either builds or destroys. Therefore we affirm care as a universal responsibility. Recognition of shared moral teachings. Across sacred texts and wisdom traditions, humanity repeats the same guidance in many languages. Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. Honor commitments. Respect family and community. Care for the vulnerable. Practice mercy. Seek justice. Walk humbly. Treat others as you wish to be treated. These teachings appear in the Torah, the Gospel, the Quran, the Dharmic traditions, Buddhist teachings, indigenous laws of balance, and secular ethical philosophy alike. Their repetition across cultures suggests a shared discovery. Human flourishing depends on restraint, compassion, and truthfulness. Recognition of equality. No person enters the world with greater inherent worth than another. Status, wealth, nationality, and belief do not change the value of a human life. Under natural law, all breathe the same air. All depend upon the earth. All are accountable for their actions. Equality does not mean sameness. It means equal dignity and equal responsibility. Recognition of truth. Truth is not owned by institutions or individuals. Truth reveals itself through honest witness, open dialogue, and the courage to respond. Silence where truth is required creates confusion. Speech without sincerity creates disorder. Therefore we commit to speak carefully, to listen fully, to correct ourselves when shown error, to answer claims with clarity rather than hostility. In this way, truth becomes a shared pursuit rather than a weapon. Recognition of responsibility. Freedom and responsibility cannot be separated. Every right implies a duty. To receive fairness, we must act fairly. To seek justice, we must practice justice. To ask mercy, we must show mercy. Responsibility means remaining present in difficulty, not abandoning the field of relationship or dialogue. Peace is not avoidance. Peace is faithful participation. Recognition of sacrifice. All meaningful things require sacrifice. Parents sacrifice for children. Workers sacrifice effort. Peacemakers sacrifice pride. Truth seekers sacrifice certainty. Sacrifice demonstrates sincerity beyond words. We honor today all unseen acts of service. Those who give time, comfort, labor, and love without recognition. Through sacrifice, communities endure. A shared covenant of principles. Let these be our common commitments, drawn from many traditions yet belonging to none alone. 1. Honor life in all its forms. 2. Speak truthfully and act honestly. 3. Do no unnecessary harm. 4. Keep agreements and resolve disputes peacefully. 5. Care for the vulnerable and protect the weak. 6. Seek justice with mercy. 7. Respect conscience and freedom of belief. 8. Share fairly in the work and rewards of society. 9. Steward the earth for future generations. 10. Pursue wisdom with humility. These are not commandments imposed, but principles recognized. Reflection. Let each person now consider. Where have I acted justly? Where must I make repair? What truth have I avoided? What good can I begin today? Law without reflection becomes rigid. Spirituality without action becomes empty. Balance lies between them. Closing affirmation. We stand today as participants in a living human community. Different languages, one humanity. Different beliefs, one shared world. Different paths, one responsibility. May truth guide our words. May care guide our actions. May justice guide our agreements. May humility guide our understanding. Let peace begin in conscience, extend into conduct, and shape the world we leave to those who come after us. This assembly is concluded in goodwill and mutual respect. Go forward in peace, responsibility, and truth.